yeah, focusing on the stretch position. Coming up, peak contractions about here. Anywhere further north, higher, and we're getting too much elbow. Sorry, shoulder flexion. So
you gotta wear yourself out before you can start, mate.
Struggling to find the words. Oh, come on, guys.
Christian, you just focus on being big, yeah?
Yeah.
Go on. Mr. Lecturer, let's do it.
I can't even do that. Shoulders and bis and tris today. Exercise 1 is the Smith machine, shoulder press. So that's a good place to start. And then from there we'll head on to a chest supported lever row, and then some dumbbell side raises married with posterior raises. Then we'll do a triceps after that, like an overhead French press, tricep push down, and then we'll finish with a dumbbell curl, EZ bar curl, and a preacher curl. So quite a few exercises to cover today. I think that's 7 in my head, if I can count.
Plus activations.
Plus activations, and then some light posing at the end. We'll see where we're at it. It's got to be 4.5 weeks out, I think, or is it 5 weeks out? Well, I leave on the 23rd, which is in about 3.5 weeks, and then I'm on stage a week after that. So that's 4.5 weeks. Ooh, it's getting close. It's getting close. So yeah, shit. I don't think I've got much weight to lose. I'm sitting at about 111. I'm pretty lean. We've just got a little bit of fluff to come off the glutes, and maybe a little bit on the lower back, but that should be about it. I should be pretty dry everywhere else.
I'm disappointed I don't see any bagels.
Not on a high day. I get a bit of food today, so yes, quite a bit of food. 700 gram of carb and about 4,500 calories. So not a heap, but enough to keep me going for a couple of days. So I'll have 2 high days of 4,500 calories, and that'll just give me a little bit more pep in my step to continue expending calories more efficiently and getting that last little bit of body fat off the frame, which we're thinking is another kilo or 2, maybe. Maybe. It's hard to say. We'll just keep grinding until we're there. We want to be shrink wrapped. So power 3 for shoulders. The Andrew Love special. Working the internal rotators there. So obviously that first movement pattern was primarily rhomboids, middle traps. Second movement was my internal rotators, Achilles major. Then we had the external rotators.
I can tell you're down on energy today, my man.
Yeah.
Your voice isn't projecting like it usually does. It's a bit quiet.
I'm a little tired. External rotation, that's obviously for the rotator cuff. This is really hitting the infraspinatus and teres minor. A real good key point is to jam that elbow into your hip and keep it fixed. You really feel your lat press against the inside of your arm, and that's when you know you've got good stability. And then it's just torque in the back of that shoulder joint as you twist and externally rotate your humerus. It doesn't require a lot of weight to get those small little muscles in the back of the shoulder working together. Swap that over. About the spot. So yeah, I'm really just focusing on adducting my arm into my hip and then externally rotating from the elbow. And all of that torque is felt in the back of the shoulder there, which is infra, teres minor. They're responsible for your external rotation, and they're the ones that get a bit upset during pressing if they're not, strong enough to stabilize your shoulder girdle. But like I've said how many times, the big power 3 for shoulders, the big power 3 for glutes has largely kept me injury free for the last 4 years, ever since I adopted Andrew Locke's protocols. So big shout out to United Health Education on that one. Oh, this one you haven't seen before. This one's adduction.
Chicken wing.
Yeah. This is really good for internal rotation. She's primarily working her lats, but also the teres major. This is really good for stabilizing your shoulder girdle in a bench press. Particularly on the eccentric phase, we need good stability, and this is a really good one to make sure that we have good activation of those stabilizing muscles. This area here, which will really help us press. Not so much applicable today because we're pressing overhead. Still applicable, but what's really going to help us stabilize our shoulder girdle overhead is that initial one, the lock lat pull. It's going to help us depress our scapula and keep our shoulder blades in the right pulled back and down position in order to press overhead. It's been a number of weeks since I've used free weights, because I'm really in a spot where I just want to protect myself from the potential of injury. So I am resorting to a lot of machine-based movements, and that's just also to help reduce any possible systemic stress, which may impede recovery and slow down recovery. I want to put the stimulus on the muscle, but not necessarily induce a crazy amount of inflammation. So machine work is really good in that case. Hence the Smith machine overhead press, whereas normally in like a growth season, I can't go past a barbell overhead press or like a rack barbell overhead press or a dumbbell overhead press. This is a great alternative. Francis, you're up first. Don't lock out completely. Keep tension on the delts. Beautiful.
You need to design a towel with like a sticky end on it, so it holds on.
She has been telling me. She's also been telling me I need a cock sock for when I get tanned up.
Sorry, or what?
That's her idea.
No, just for those at home that didn't hear, Christian needs a cock sock.
Yeah, CCR cock sock.
the new tanning piece.
Allegedly.
Old school is just wear a normal sock and
explain.
ruin a good white sock. Huh? No? Okay. That's just me. Well, I'm in a bit of strife because I
Tampa they gave us these baby socks.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
You're missing out on an opportunity to market, CCR. Cock's up coming.
It's a bit of a laugh. I can't wear mine.
In Tampa, I was with Lewis Breed, Jordan Hutchinson, and a couple of other guys, and we're all standing naked. They gave us these little tiny baby toddler socks
In kid size
to wear
socks?
for when we were tanning up, and we all looked
Just
at
the
each
tip.
other and thought, "Are we okay with this, guys? You know, like, yeah, let's take a selfie from the waist up."
Look, I might be your first customer because I've got toe socks. It's not going to work for me.
Toe socks. All right, so
I feel a thought's coming on.
yeah, the few things that I like to think about when I'm doing this, like I just mentioned, is keeping the elbow under the bar. I don't want to drop the bar too low. I want it down to just under my chin. Any lower than that, it puts undue stress on my joints, shoulder joint. When I drive that weight up, I'm keeping that elbow forward, tucked under the bar. I'm stopping just short of full lockout, keeping the tension on the delts and off the triceps. I am really controlling that eccentric as best I can all the way through up into my working sets. And I'm working in close proximity to failure. So my working sets, if I'm looking at 8 to 10, what you'd be looking for in my set is a really slow, like a genuine slowing down of speed at which I lift as I get closer to failure. So yeah. The tempo on the way down stays the same, but the lifting tempo changes according to how close I get to failure. So obviously the lift slows the closer I get to that failing point, and I want to keep 1 or 2 reps in reserve most of the time. Strong. Drive it. See, the reps are slowing now. She's getting closer. Beautiful. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Stars. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. So that was Smith shoulder press done. We are now moving on to a chest supported lever row. Nice and wide. We're going to hit the middle traps, rear delts, and rhomboids. All right. What's important about this movement pattern is that I get my chest nice and well supported on this bench. The grip is designated wide. I'm going to stay pronated so that my elbows flare, and that way I'll get good recruitment of my rear delt. But that'll also transfer across into my traps and rhomboids as I pull back and squeeze. So the idea is to hit the whole band of muscle along the top of the back from left delt to the right rear delt. Woo. Let's go straight in. Pronated. Down, this is beautiful. Yeah. Elbows forward. Yes. be. Oh.
So usual to have you without words.
Yeah, it's funny. I think just the extra carbohydrates this morning. It's just throwing me a bit.
We are here again.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're in a lot better shape this time around. So it's good to acknowledge that there has been some good improvements in 12 months. Yeah. What that quantifies to be, who knows yet. But visually, you can see I'm holding a lot more upper body fullness, even though I'm depleted. So it's a good sign. A good sign. Dumbbell side raises married with posterior raises. We'll do supersets. I froze my hands off this morning. I was up at 4 a.m. and did an hour of steps. I don't know, 7,000 steps or something.
Do you have steps at home?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm out in the elements doing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did you wear gloves?
Oh, I have to. I have to do something because it was just I couldn't do that again. Yeah. It's like hang them up.
It's like, get off the camera, Chris. It's not your turn.
This one's a relatively simple movement, but a lot of people get it wrong. I recommend just breaking from the hips forward about 5 or 10 degrees just to allow the dumbbells to hang underneath the shoulders. We're just abducting, internally rotating that humerus just to keep the elbow nice and high. And keep that chest up, shoulder blades back and down. And away we go. Married with the posterior raise, breaking from the hips a little bit more so that the dumbbells hang underneath the shoulders. Similar position. I'm going to internally rotate more and lead with the small finger, keeping a gap between the dumbbells here because there's no tension here. The tension begins from here outwards. And again, abduct with a slight tuck behind the shoulder. The challenge is obviously to maintain that tempo. As we reach closer proximity to failure, things will slow down in the concentric, but we really want to keep control of that eccentric. It keeps the tension on there. The beauty about the seated version is it's further isolation, there's no hip extension. So it just makes it a little harder for the delts to do all the work. Keep it nice and slow, miss, nice and slow. Slow, straight back up. She internally rotates to keep her elbow high. She tilts forward a little bit, getting the tension on. Nice and slow in the eccentric. 3, 2, 1. Posterior, you want to do it on the bench? internally rotate. Push apart. Yes. Slow. Up. Oh. Oh. Bench press, overhead extension, tricep cable push down. 2 tricep exercises. One pushing to the floor, the other pushing towards the ceiling. We want to get at least one overhead tricep movement in because we get even greater stimulus through a greater range of motion, lengthening that tricep into its longest position is best done overhead. All the science supports that is the position to be in for the greatest amount of muscle stimulus, muscle building stimulus. So let's do it. I don't know about you, but it's one of my favourite movements. You don't have to worry about stabilising too much, it's predetermined, the movement pattern, so all you've got to do is worry about pressing it. Just extending your shoulders, sorry, not your shoulders, extending your elbows, locking out, giving it a good squeeze and peak concentric, controlling that eccentric. Try not to pause here. If you're going to do any pausing, you pause in the completed extended pose position. The rest takes care of itself.
The levels are going down, aren't they?
Yeah, man, I'm struggling to recruit words. Like I'm really falling into a slump now. So that amount of carb I was feeding myself is gone. All right, here we go. Stretch. Linear line. Just ensure you keep those elbows nice and high and behind. So you've got good flexion in the shoulder, keeping those elbows high, and then it's just extension and squeeze. That's what's critical. Kaput. How you feel? How do you feel? I do this one incorrectly. We like to keep our shoulders back, down, keep our elbows back as well, and just try to isolate through the elbow. We get a lot of this, which is okay. It's just I want to get maximal range of motion through the elbow joint. So I want to get nice and high in this position, and obviously squeeze here, maximizing the range of motion. Always control the eccentric. Nice. Slow there. Yeah, still heavy. Resisting the urge to speed up and just get through the set is what's hardest for me right now. It's the most challenging part. Is maintaining that tension on the eccentric, which is, as you say, that's where the gold is, you know. I guess it's not a gift to come to knowledge of a crew called disparity like that. With time and several more trying to deal with you, what does that say to me? When really you were just the first person to choose with some honesty, it's just how you are. And maybe that's why you've been to places I could only think about. I'm hoping maybe you might tell me what's wrong. Alternating dumbbell bicep curls. Everyone's favorite, right? I'm really just going to focus on isolating and getting a good peak contraction. Just driving from the elbow. Try not to swing. Try to keep constant tension, cadence happening. Controlling that eccentric. Supinating, leading with the small finger at peak contraction. Try not to overcomplicate it.
What are your thoughts on bringing the dumbbell too far forward in front of the body, as opposed to keeping your elbow locked at the side?
Obviously you get anterior delts recruitment and that helps. So like I said, it's an isolation of the bicep. We're going to try and keep everything locked back and just articulate just through the elbow joint. We bring the elbow too high and we get a lot of anterior recruitment, anterior delt recruitment. I mean, great, it looks great if you're lifting a heavy weight, but really it's not doing much for the bicep. So again, yeah, focusing on the stretch position, coming up, peak contractions about here. Anywhere further north, higher, and we're getting too much elbow, sorry, shoulder flexion. So
you know, wear yourself out before we even start.
Struggling to find the words. Oh, come on, guys. I think there's two ways to do this. We can start with a neutral position. We'll get a little bit of forearm recruitment and then go into the twist. But to just make things a little more isolated for the bicep is to stay supinated the entire time. So externally rotate, shoulder blades back and down, and then pull through the bicep. Really leading with the small finger, and that'll keep you supinated the entire time, keeping the load right here on the bicep.
A couple of light drumsticks. Get it.
Rest pauses. Really good to recruit more muscle, fast twitch muscle fibers. A great way to progressively overload. And a great way to increase that muscle building stimulus.
Mike Mince.
What was that?
Is it Mike Mincer?
Yes, I think so. Pretty sure. And that completes my... What did we train?
Stuff. Body.
Shoulders, triceps, biceps, done. Let's have a look, shall we?
Definitely if you get full up. Chest up, chest up.